Alright there. Sure, mate Yorkie here. Bringing you another demo job. Demo jobs are just short playthroughs. Not intended to go long, probably won't even finish the demo. Of demos I've seen that are interesting. And I want to just present them to you all and have a go myself. See if they might interest me. See if it gets some eyes on screen, in which case, if it meets both of those criteria, I'll look out for it when it comes out. This one is Rough Justice 84. Which is DICE in criminal detective work or something? Let's go. Yes, new game.
I remember like it was yesterday. We came up together. Jim was a rising star. He took me along for the ride. Corruption in the department was an open secret. No way Jim was gonna let it slide. Jim kept me on the straight and narrow.
SCPD, South Carolina?
But it was a setup.
Not sure.
Simple as that. An honorable cop in Seneca? Jim never stood a
Seneca
chance.
might be some
Prison couldn't have been easy, even for someone like Jim.
Today marks the day as Seneca City is named murder capital of the U.S.
I hereby declare that as of today, the Seneca Enforcement Act is in effect. As your new DA, I can promise you this. We will turn the tide.
In an unlikely turn of events, former super cop
God, look at the hairstyles.
has been exonerated.
This is just an alpha demo as well, so it's
Good to see you, Jim.
kind of small.
Sorry for the less than frequent visits.
Look at their porn stash and the hairstyle. Ah, yes, the 80s. A decade that I entered at 13 years old and left at 24. Actually, 23. Well, it is if you go 1980 to 89. If you go the other way, of course, it's 14 to 24. Good to see you, Jim. Sorry for the less than frequent visits.
Talk, you know? Can't give them the excuse. Not that I give a damn no more. I should have left after what went down. But life on the force is behind me. Independent now. Just like I always talked about. Pension be damned.
Saying nothing, don't sweat it, Hank. Putting yourself on the line for me it wouldn't have changed a thing. Hold up, you left the force since when?
Left 3 years ago. As soon as they passed the SEA, every clown X, cop X, Fed X, whatever, was lining up to start their own agency.
Look at the projector. The old style computer. Files. No cell phone in 1984. Or 83, whatever it was.
Goddamn feeding frenzy.
SEA, what's that?
Seneca Enforcement Act. Crime rate got out of control after you went down. So much so, they straight up torched the red tape on private agency regulations.
God, the old style computer. Big blocky bugger.
SCPD can't handle it. Or won't. So now it's on the agencies to pick up the slack. Work to go around like you wouldn't believe, and carte blanche to lay down the law. Bounties, recoveries, security contracts, you name it. With the authority to bring in perps, asset recovery, access to warrants. It's wild, Jim. City's going to hell. But all that work? I had to take advantage.
Okay.
But you know as well as anyone, I ain't exactly the calm and rational type. Never been much of a diplomat either.
Who'd you rub the wrong way, Hank?
Some of the types I had to deal with on agency biz really bent me out of shape.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe torched a few bridges.
I've known you long enough to know this isn't agile chit-chat. What's the pitch?
You got me. I need you, Jim.
Listening.
Come on. buddy. I wouldn't be asking, but you've always had my back. Been that way from high school right through to the Force. We bring out the best in each other.
Okay, I'll help out, but what exactly is the issue here?
I knew you'd come through. Like I said, bridges burned, yada yada yada. Long and short of it is, some big jobs fell through, and I'm short on rent for the office this month.
How short are we talking, Hank?
But it doesn't matter. I've got a thing or two lined up. When they hear Jim Baylor's calling the shots, they'll eat it up.
Calling the shots?
Your name's clean now. Client don't like me, but with your face on the agency, that changes things.
Okay.
Pull off a few jobs that restores trust. You know.
Listening.
Office is just around the corner. It's a fixer-upper, but it's got heart. Penny and Larry keep the lights on. They deserve better, but don't tell them that. The place will fall apart without their support.
Seems like the volume's fading. Anyone who can put up with your nonsense is a special kind of person, Hank.
True though that may be, who can say no to this face?
Yeah, apparently not me.
Anyways, this is the agency. Not much to look at, I know, but like I said, it's a fixer-upper. In order to accept cases, you need to talk to case officers in the agency.
Okay.
Cases are tied to caseloads. A caseload consists of several cases. Case officers can give you caseloads, which consist of individual cases that need to be completed. All right, let's get the ball rolling here. Accept your first caseload.
Alright. A caseload is composed from a number of cases. Needs complete in a limited time. Accept caseload. For security tier 1. Yep, we'll accept. This is your currently available funds, $250, not a lot. Careful not to overspend, although of course it was more valuable in the 1980s than it is in the 2020s. First you need to hire an agent. Click plus to go to the agent screen. There are 3 different tiers of agent. Look at these folks. The more? No. Usually the higher tier agents have better stats. Right now only tier 1 agents are available. Action points are like stamina. Each action requires a different amount of action points. The stats determine the number of dice an agent has available for a stat roll. Agents can have a maximum of 3 items of gear. Okay. You can access the bio section to learn more about each agent. Each agent has a different rate. Once hired, they are added to your roster. Their shift will end once their action points are depleted. Based on the first caseload, Agent Wilhelm Blake seems to have the best stats. Hire them! Whatever, we're not you on. We've got Theodora Weston, Ted, I like the nicknames, Willie Wilhelm Blake, Ray Ray, Maria Reyes, and Slick Henry Fowler. What have you got here, Ray Ray? Oh, Willie? Got 2 strength, refers to natural constitution, general state of health and well-being, and the ability to perform acts of physical exertion. Intelligence is 1. Empathy 2. This is a measure of charisma and sympathetic emotions. And we've got Agent's problem-solving ability, noticing things and remembering information. Bio. Sucks being the last domino, but at least you're special. Wilhelm Blake has a checkered past in and out of juvenile detention centres, halfway houses, and institutional learning facilities. He just couldn't stay out of trouble. He ran with a crew where he was the muscle and would use his strength to kick down doors. When he realised the stakes couldn't get higher, he slowed his roll and left the crew behind. He's trustworthy to a fault. The fault being, he lies all the time. Oh no, he's trustworthy to a fault, and he's cordial to the old gang when he runs into them, but gives them a wide berth. He isn't afraid of his old habits returning, but plays it safe just the same. Expensive, that's for sure. He does get 16 action points. So I guess it's a schmoozer with some combat skill and a little bit of smarts that we're needing here. He's the most expensive and has a bit of everything. Except for intelligence. Bella, Isabella Lauren. Slick, Henry Fowler. And I'm guessing it's going to need empathy and strength. So, alright, what gear do we have? Anything? This is durability 3 out of 3, so I guess that's 3 uses. Use plus 1 empathy. Alright. Well, I guess we hire him. Hire new agent. Yes. Agent is added to your roster. You can unlock additional agent slots here. These are permanent upgrades, but don't worry about this now. There are more pressing issues. Well, apart from anything else, it's $100 and I've only got 94. This will let you decide how the case information is displayed, either on the main map or accessed through the agency icon. Camera movement, I just did that. Alright. And I'm guessing... doesn't actually say, but I'm guessing this is the case. That's the office. That's Nip and Tuck Tier 1. Oh! Are these things that we need to do? Ah, these must be the cases in the caseload. Alright, let's have a look at this one. Babysitter Bodyguard, Tier 1. A minor political figure is passing through Seneca. They've requested additional security to inflate their ego.
I've heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
Each case has a tier which impacts the difficulty. Cases can give you 2 types of rewards, money or reputation. The case info gives some important information. Read the case information carefully to determine which stats are required. The amount of action points required to send an agent is determined by the distance to the case. Click on Start Case. So it's 3. Okay, and we've got 16. Mr. Ross Santiago, Seneca Police Department. The wannabe big shot congressional candidate, Thomas Boyer, is in town for the day and we need someone to babysit him. He's requested additional security to inflate his larger-than-life ego, if you ask me. Your agents will be eye candy and nothing more. Should be an easy payday though, am I right? Send over an agent who's got some muscle, which he does, and some smarts. He's got 1 smart, he's got 2 muscle. Start the case.
Heading out now.
You can pause, continue or fast forward anytime, alright. He's automatically paused when the panel is open. Look at that bloody hairdo. Oh god, what were we doing in the 80s? Mind you, the same can be said when you go back to any time. Because we've just changed, that's all. It's not that it's better now, it's not that it's worse, it's just different. Alright, we're heading over. I guess we can fast forward. And we're almost there.
Destination reached.
Once an agent reaches their destination, you will have a limited time to advise them on how to proceed. Take too long and your agent will automatically fail. Alright? Go ahead and pause time for this first decision to make things easier. Alright, this is an icon. No. Not there. Decision type. You click on the icon. Choose the best course of action based on your agent's stats. Mouse over each option. While meeting the mayor, Congressman Boyer complains of stomach cramps and hurries to the bathroom. When they're still not back, Agent Blake goes to look for them and finds them down a back alley, stuck behind a shutter. What they're doing there, we'll have to wait. Smitty needs a quick exit if they're to keep their appointment, and the door looks like it won't budge easily. Alright, so we can break them out, which looks easier than open shutter intelligence. We don't have as much intelligence as we do strength. Tier 1 always have the same difficulty, times 1 success. Tier 2 requires 2, in this case 1 dice with the result 4, 5, 6 is required in order to succeed. Agent Blake has a strength of 2, this means they have 2 dice for the roll. To increase your chance of success, you can use gear. Click the gear to find an item. Gear items offer specific bonuses. Select the gear, and if it has a beneficial stats, click the use gear. Yeah, it doesn't, so never mind that. After selecting a gear, the dice will be updated appropriately. Doesn't matter. Click on roll. Roll, roll, roll. Where's roll? Oh, right there. Duh. Before or after the roll, you can add extra die by spending an action point. I don't think I need to. We've got a success. Once the roll has been completed, click continue. This is a contract resolution text. Read it or not. We're not going to judge you. Agent Blake charged the door, but it doesn't budge. They try again and again. Even Congressman Boyer tells them to find another way before they hurt themselves. It's too late for that, and Blake is nothing if not tenacious. They eventually rattle the door into life, and the congressman hurries out and back to the mayor's office. Without even a thank you, Blake is left nursing their shoulder and staring at the remains of whatever the congressman ate for lunch. Later, when the congressman heads back to the airport, the entourage leaves without Blake. Oh, we got the reward. 56. Finished contract. Before the next case, you might want to send your agents to one of the shops to buy some gear. Click on a shop. Alright, there's a shop. Choose the gear you want to buy and then press go to shop. Let's see. I think some smarts of Campen might go down well.
Consider it done.
When your agent reaches a shop, the gear is automatically added to their inventory. Now try a second caseload. That looks like the closest.
I've heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
Ms. Alexandra Bulinska, Seneca's Postal Service. I know what I saw, and I ain't backing down. They mowed down that fella in cold blood. Violence is a disease slowly ripping this city apart. And if I have an opportunity to put a stop to it, you better bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to exercise my civic duty. Send over an agent that is inquisitive or socially adept to ensure that I'm protected before my court date. I don't know what these animals are capable of.
On my way.
Get yourself over there.
On location.
Alright, what should I do? We should pause for a start. Agent Blake arrives outside the courthouse to accompany the client. There is quite a long line of people trying to get into the courthouse, and it seems that the choke point is a security checkpoint which is holding things up. Blake notices two suspicious individuals eyeing a client and slowly jostling their way through the crowd, getting closer and closer. It could be nothing, but yet again your agent is there to protect the client. How should they proceed? Observe, that's perception, or approach, empathy. That's what we're going to go with. Inform the agent to engage the men. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. And, where's the gear? Yeah, come on. Do I do it there? Use the gear, okay. That's 3. Alright, we need 1 success out of 3. Roll. We got a success, we didn't get a critical, that's fine. Contract successful. Agent Blake approaches 2 shifty men and addresses them directly. They are put off guard by this approach and start mumbling and quickly slink away. Your agent sees one of them holster a gun as they leave. Apparently your agent's bark was worse than their theoretical bite. Your client is pleased with your agent's performance. 51.
Contract completed.
Nice. Which one's closer out of these? Let's end up nearer the office. So let's go this way. So here.
I've heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
This is Carla Jackson. Hush. Unrequited love. Over the course of the last 2 years, I've been receiving love letters from an unknown admirer. At first, it was innocent enough. However, recently, his advances have bordered on psychotic. Send over an empathetic or tough agent. And we've got both. We've got one who's both those. We'll use empathy.
On it.
Well, go on then. Get on your way. Come on, I told you to go. Oh, I'm paused. That's why. Off we go. I wonder if they do like 211 and 911 operator, where you can set it in other cities. That could be interesting.
Location reached.
Agent Blake arrives at the address of the unknown admirer. They rap on the door, and a dashing young man wearing a tuxedo answers the door. He's got a martini in his hand, and the sweet scent of Cuban cigars wafts through the entranceway. Your agent explains why they are there. The young man splashes their martini in your agent's face. Let's de-escalate it, or strength. De-escalate, because we can use our gear. Contract successful. After wiping off their face, Agent Blake manages to convince the admirer that his advances are not welcomed. Shocked, but understanding, he agrees to curtail his poetic yearnings. The client is pleased with your agent's ability to deal with the situation. 78.
Contract successfully completed.
78 bucks. And that leaves us with this one.
Things about your agency. I hope you can help me.
Nip and tuck. Mr. Johnny Orlicki, or Orliski, whichever. Seneca City Auto and Truck Salvage. Giving someone wedges, swirlies, and stuffing them in trash cans 20 years ago is one thing, but botching a plastic surgery on purpose as an act of vengeance is another. I only found out that Leo Schwartz was the operating surgeon right before the operation. You should have seen how livid he was to see me. Yeah, that's not a way to get revenge. His enraged eyes were the last thing I saw until the gas kicked in. When I looked up, what's he done to you? When I woke up, I couldn't believe what had happened. The operation was a deliberate act of sabotage, if you ask me. Send over a nimble or observant agent so I can get the proof I need. Ooh. I don't know that... Ooh. That doesn't look good. This could be a problem. Start the case.
I've arrived.
Yeah, you have. Oh, we can do it with empathy. Or perception. Agent Blake arrived at... I thought nimble it was going to be dexterity. Or something like that. Agent Blake arrives at the Seneca General and heads to the reconstructive surgery ward and finds Dr. Leo Schwartz's office. They rap on the door and find Dr. Schwartz filling out paperwork whilst eating what appears to be a submarine sandwich from Palermo's. He beckons the agent to sit down. How should your agent approach? Gear. Use it up. We will add one for this one. Continue. Contract successful. It should be a critical success. Agent Blake easily managed to get Dr. Schwartz to admit the deliberate botched job on jury and manages to record the conversation on the sly. Jury is pleased with your work and states that he'll indeed be pressing charges. Caseload finished.
See? It's pretty straightforward. You can see the caseload results here. When enough reputation is gained with an individual case officer, rewards can be unlocked.
Reputation gained through the caseload is added to the reputation bar of the case officer. Each level gives you a specific bonus. Agent Tier 2 unlocked. The hideable agent pool has been expanded. Broaden your horizons and choose from a wide variety of agents.
Each case officer offers a specific type of contract.
Okay.
When caseloads are completed, reputation with the individual case officer is either gained or lost. Running the agency is one thing, but if we want to really make a name for ourselves, we need to up our game.
Alright.
Dog-eat-dog world. We have an opportunity to deliver rough justice, especially with the implications of the new Seneca Enforcement Act. One way of doing this is to tackle operational leads.
Okay.
Each operational lead has specific requirements. Once those are met, then it's made available.
Fine.
Hi, I'm Larry. I'm the case officer in charge of 24/7 cases. Now, some may argue that they're not as lucrative as other case types, but these are the bread and butter of any respectable agency. Besides that, if you keep me and my clients happy, the potential rewards are well worth it.
I mean, you're making a bit of a jump to assume we're reputable, but there you go. By accepting caseloads from other case officers, you can unlock some very interesting perks that will help you be more efficient in the game. Check the bonuses by hovering over the icons bar. Complete operations to progress further in the story. Operations consist of individual leads. Specific conditions are required to unlock each operation. First one, you need to reach level 2 of Hank's reputation, which we've done, I believe. Yeah, oh no, that's level 1. That's level 2 of Hank. Okay. Oh, hang on, I see. 1 security tier 1, 1 security and 2 security tier 3. Accept. Yes, I get it. Let's pause. Hey, I told you to pause. Alright, do it that way. What's this? Training center. I don't know if we've got time for that right now. This is Prudent Patriot. Those are jobs. Liberty Security, okay. And that's an electronic shop, okay. All understood. I wouldn't mind getting another operative, but I don't know that I've got enough money for it just now.
I've heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
Actually, close that before I do. What can I do that might increase... There's an empathy, a modulator. 45 bucks. That's 15 a mission. Oh, actually, it's not as good as I thought. There's noise. 85 bucks. Ooh. Hang on a minute. That's 22.50. That's almost... No. That's almost $30 each. Noise is better. I can buy multiple things though. Right, so if I've got that... We'll go to shop.
On it.
New agents available. We can afford to unlock this, but I don't think we can afford to get a new agent. Not really. No, not really. We might be able to soon, but not right now.
Contract completed.
Alright, nah.
I heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
As the head of Seneca Mall Security, it's come to my attention that bad actors are misappropriating the good name of the mall and sending out unofficial mall-wide coupons. If this leaks to the press, we'll be dragged through the mud. Send me an agent. Good.
Heading out now. I'm here.
And we are going to... While monitoring the office complex, Agent Blake observes that mail is being collected on a regular basis. 2 individuals seem to be overseeing the operation, but now loitering outside. Blake is appealing the strong and direct approach is needed here. Okay, so we've got empathy or reflexes. We don't have reflexes, so we'll do that. We need 1 success only. I think we can do it with 2. We did it perfectly. Let's see. Adopting their best attempt at the mall banter, Agent Blake soon has the 2 men talking about Seneca Mall and how they can give Blake some special coupons if they were to grab a bargain. On hearing Blake's report, the mall security manager doesn't waste time dispatching the heavies, and the mall mail fraud is still shut down. Only genuine discounts will be had at the mall from now on.
Contract done.
Right, over here. Dr. Lorraine Peel Research. I put up with my husband's gallivanting for a long time. Or for far too long. I won't give him the satisfaction of a divorce, where I'll end up with nothing. His mistress, Cherry, needs to be paid off to leave him alone. Send over an agent with smarts or a silver tongue. We've got a silver tongue to give Cherry money to go away. Yep, no problem. Start the case.
Consider it done. Destination reached.
What should I do? Agent Blake arrives at Cherry's apartment. A gentleman caller is just kissing her goodbye. He turns around and bumps into your agent and says, "Watch it, punk." She glares at your agent and says, "What do you want?" Your agent lies down. Lies down. Things are getting hot. Your agent lays out the offer from the client, and the woman simply scoffs. After they proceed, advise your agent to take a soft and delicate approach. And since this is tier 1, I'm going to stick with that. Success. Agent Blake managed to appeal to her conscience, and Cherry admits she's not been happy with the situation for a while now. She can do better. After all, everyone involved in comes out happy, or at least satisfied.
That's
another
wrap.
70. Right. What's next? Are we out of time for doing things? No. What's this one? This is tier 3.
I've heard good things about your agency. I
Thanks.
hope you can help me with this.
Hold up, this is a tier 3 case. Tier 3 cases are more difficult than tier 1 and tier 2 cases. Make sure to send an agent with the proper stats and or purchase gear to increase your chance of success. I don't think we can do it. You need to get 3 success rolls. It's smarts or perceptive. No. What happened? Oh, continue. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to do that one. Let's see. You've still got 3 left, haven't you?
I've heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
Mrs. Marion Parkins, Bodacious Entertainment Inc. You didn't get your tickets to the Seneca Sabres semi-final. This is the only way you're going to see the action. The Genesee Guzzlers are in town and they don't fool around. With strong local support, it's an accident waiting to happen. Send an agent with keen eye or who's tough. We can do tough. Oops.
On my way.
New caseload available. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not interested right now. We're working on this one right now.
Location reached.
Right. Agent Blake notifies you they discovered a jammed emergency exit at the stadium. If left as it is, may become a security problem. Not to mention the safety issue. Fix the door. Add an extra one. I'm glad I did. With Agent Blake's fixing of the emergency exit, the stadium is firing on all cylinders. When the Sabres clinch victory well into overtime, a ruckus soon erupts in the foyer between home and away supporters. The emergency exits are flung open, and the fans disperse, quickly diffusing the situation. That night, the doors are locked tight and remain secure.
I need a rest.
Shift is over. Alright. 374. Let's get someone new. With possibly different stats. We have 2 tier 2s. We've got Duke, Jason Wayne, who's smart and perceptive. For 134. Oh, and good empathy. Oh, for 159, we've got Sunshine, Shuna Mikura. Slight strength, good intelligence, good. She looks good. You've got a gear, you've got a scanner for perception. Have a look at her bio. The world's a stage and an audience and a critic. Asuhina Mikaru. Apologies to any. I assume that's Japanese. I could be wrong. Viewers for that mangling of her name. As a coach for young hopefuls in the theatre scene of Seneca City, she has worked tirelessly at her craft and has inhabited many roles, sometimes weeks at a time while developing her performance. An ex-boyfriend turned her onto PI work, trapping cheaters and catching felons on the lam. She used some of her practical knowledge from the stage to transition into this line of work and is beginning to really leave a mark. Although now she's afraid to perform in case someone she's caught is in the audience. I can understand that. She doesn't have a lot of action points. But I think we're going to get her. Right, where are you? Where are you on the map? That's a tier 3 as well. Let's have a look over here.
I've heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
Miss Esther Willis, office of the mayor. A protest is planned outside the mayor's office, which is expected to get heated. We'd prefer not to have a large public police presence, but we can't put the mayor at risk. Just to give you an indication of what to expect, the last public event there was an arson attack, and the suspect is still at large. We need plainclothes security personnel just in case things get out of hand. Agents first in surveillance or persuasion. Yeah, I think we can say that's her.
On it.
And there she is. He's going home. She's heading out to work. It's tier 1. She's got 2 on persuasion already, or perception already, which would be for surveillance, I assume. So we should be okay. I assume our other guy gets back to us sometime. The protesters are understandably angry, but do not resort to violence. That's not to say others will refrain, though. Already there are signs of trouble, like an unusual buzzing noise. Then Agent Mikaru spots someone lighting up a Molotov cocktail behind a squad car. Investigate the buzz or talk down the arsonist. You don't... Well, she's from the theatre, but she doesn't have jack in empathy. She does have good perception, though. All fairly good. Agent Mikado attempts to find the source of buzzing. She does it. Hunting through the crowd, Agent Mikado discovers a live wire dangerously close to the wet road where the protesters have gathered. They follow it to the fuse box and shut it down. Whether an accident or foul play remains unknown, as does the identity of the previous arsonist. At least the tragedy is averted.
Contract completed.
Right, let's have a look at this Tier 2 one.
Confidentiality is of the utmost importance on this investigation.
Yikes, hold up, this is a Tier 2. Tier 2 cases are more difficult than Tier 1 cases. Make sure you send an agent with the appropriate stats and I'll purchase gear. Keen eye, she's got perception, she's got the gear. That's fine. Normally we wouldn't... Oh, let's see, Mr. Hank Sr. Fowler. Fowler and Sons. Normally... I shouldn't be Mr. Hank Fowler Sr. Either way. Normally we wouldn't outsource private investigation contracts, but presently we have our hands full. A number of concerned citizens have scraped up enough money to look into this case. And let me tell you, it's a doozy. Grace Lexington is running a lucrative pyramid scheme by selling 10-year memberships in the phony Bookwise buying club for $199.99. Thing is, it doesn't exist. I'm not even sure that counts as a pyramid scheme. Sending an agent with a silver tongue or keen eye. Okay. No, that's protest security. I'm not looking at that one. Start the case.
Destination reached.
Yep. Investigate the garage with perception. Going to get one there. We're going to use your gear. Continue. While sifting through the coffee grounds and banana peels, Agent Mikado happens to find some incriminating evidence in the form of handwritten accounts detailing the scope of the scam. This evidence is enough to put Miss Lexington behind bars for a few years. The victims are grateful, your client is impressed. Critical success. Oh, we get a reward. I guess it's only Tier 2 plus that get critical success. A gear, 20 reputation could be useful, action points, that could be useful, she doesn't have a whole lot. Money's more useful to me right now.
Contract done.
That makes us 528. Now that is Tier 3. Tier 3 could be a bit dodgy. I don't think we're going to get there. Let's have a look at the office first. Where is my other guy? Where on earth? Where on earth is my other agent? I wonder if he comes back at the end of the day or something. Well, this could be dodgy.
I've heard good things about your agency. I hope you can help me with this.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. Ms. Viley, Parker Bailey. Our department store is being renovated across several floors and needs extra security in the couture salon, guarding expensive customer clothing. This renovation is a once-in-a-decade undertaking, which thieves have historically used to target garments we store in our saloon. Out-of-season purchases, clothes, wedding modification, and so on. I want anything walking out there on its own. We'll need an agent that's quick on their toes. Ooh. That doesn't look safe. Not at all safe, actually. What about doing something here? Sure, let's try it. Hot wire. Connect the wires from the steering wheel to the ignition. Use a fuse box schematic to work top to bottom for the correct sequence. Huh? What schematic? Wrong connection? How's it wrong connection? Okay. What schematic am I meant to be looking at? Because I'm not sure I'm understanding what's going on here. Wrong there. Wrong there. Wrong there. Wrong there. 4. Wrong there. Wrong there. That made no sense. Alright, I'll go back on that one. Because that was a little bit weird. Receptive, we can try that. Blood banks across the city are being targeted by thieves, and we hear it. Oh, hang on. Oh no, you have 9. That's fine. Start the case. Go on. Get over there. New caseload available. That's fine, but I can't really help you right now. I should have looked at the tutorial for that because I had no idea what I was doing. New agents available. Yeah, but what about the actual agent I already had? Oh, we do have some nice agents. But I don't really want to be hiring new agents. I want my old boy back. Where is he?
Location reached.
Agent Mikaru has conducted an initial review of the security within Seneca General Blood Center. Now they must choose where to focus. Incoming deliveries. And Kia. Roll. Failed. Reception is overcrowded with outpatients, perfect cover for a foil thief, except it isn't, since Agent Mikado finds out later that the thief hid in the staff room disguised as a nurse, while slipping back into the blood centre and raiding the stores. Ow! Minus 75!
Failed. We'll have to do better
We
next time.
don't want to be failing contracts then, do we? Alright, end your shift. And then what? Alright, so you went to the office. But I have no... Do you only get them for one shift? That's confusing. Alright. I'm actually going to stop the demo there, because that's a little confusing. Surely you wouldn't lose an agent at the end of a shift, but I don't see anywhere to find where they are. So, what about this? That's cases. Agents can be sent home by selecting a corresponding icon on the agent roster. Pop-up confirming the agents will still remain in the potential. Oh, you got to rehire them. Okay. Fair enough. I think that's a bit wonky. Why would you have to rehire them? But I guess they're freelancers, so that might be why. You hire them for one shift. It's a little expensive, honestly. But it's actually quite fun. I'm looking forward to seeing this come out, but I want to see if we get eyes on channel as well first. So, I've been your old mate Yorkie. This has been a demo job of Rough Justice 84. See you around.